Hi, my name is Kevin Tai, and I'll be talking about artificial intelligence for my presentation today. So you may ask, what is AI? Well, the formal definition of AI is the theory and development of computer systems that is able to perform tasks that is normally acquired by human intelligence. And some examples of this human intelligence are visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between human languages. And all this is performed by a computer technology that is also called machine learning, and we will go into more detail about that in the next slides. So you may ask, why is AI important? Well, AI is important because it takes technology and machines to a new era by giving them a human brain, such as intelligence. And in the past years, machines are typically human operated, such as cars are human driven. Industrial machinery, which is the same thing, such as cranes or forklifts or tractors. And pretty much what AI does for us now is that it can take its own data in and able to transform it to something else and able to think for its own. Some examples from that are major companies in today's society, such as Google search engines, are able to take your searches and able to give you predictions on what to search on and improve on. Same goes for Amazon's Alexa. It's able to do many things with it, such as make predictions on what you say to it, the feedback you give to it, and all that. Current real applications involve basic things such as emails. So for example, what Gmail does is it's able to filter out certain emails for you through, it can filter through your inbox, throw some in the junk, mark it as spam, promotions, and also updates. And also with those emails, it's also to identify smart replies, such as when you receive an email, it gives you on-the-fly options, as in yes, I'm in, or the time is good, or I will not be able to make it at this appointment. Another example is LinkedIn is able to match jobs with potential candidates based on your input on what you want. So that's very nice. Another one is bank fraud, where they're able to analyze usage of your bank activity and send mobile alerts to help prevent against fraud. So going back to machine learning, the definition of machine learning is typically learning in which a machine can learn on its own without necessarily being programmed in real time. So during the machine learning, it's able to utilize patterns, algorithms, and predictions to think like a human, such as it's able to collect and build its own intelligence, make decisions, solve complex problems, and find the ultimate solutions to them, and also make predictions and suggestions based off of your input. So an example of machine learning are these learning algorithms such as linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, and random forest. You can see with these decision trees that it's able to take different paths and able to determine which path is the right one by comparing the previous ones or the future ones up ahead. But the one we're going to be mainly talking about today is linear regression. And pretty much what linear regression is, it's a regression model graph that's able to predict a quantitative response y from predictor value variable x. So what that means is we're able to give it input x's and also get the output value for y's. For an example, in a real situation, we can have how much money should be allocated for gas on a trip. So in today's society, we have smart cars available nowadays, such as Tesla. So they're able to calculate the amount of gas needed for the amount of money needed for that gas in order to arrive at your destination. You can see on the graph where you can take the X inputs, such as the total miles driven in previous data, and look at the Y outputs, such as the total amount paid, and you can see in the graph where in a linear regression to see how much money is needed for this a certain amount of mileage, and you can use that to predict how far you want to go to what destination it is. So it has a very big impact on cars, smart cars. So you may ask, what is the future of AI? Well, the future of AI boils down to many different topics, such as entertainment, such as movies and games, where they're able to predict what movies or what games will be good, so they maximize their profits. In terms of medicine, we're able to determine what medicine is good for what person based on their genes, their past history of medical records, or we can have robots to perform surgery to really maximize the success rate of the surgery. Self-driving cars, as spoken previously, flying drones are being used in the military as we speak, so predictive paths and algorithms will really help that, along with public transportation such as self-driving trains, and also cybersecurity, where we're able to predict online viruses to see which ones are really hitting us the most and which ones not, and is able to learn from those viruses to help prevent itself in the near future.